I'm Mrs. Rogers, and this is what's coming up next in 4th grade. You'll notice I'm bundled up in a blanket and my voice has kind of a sound to it, and that's because not even a sniffle will stop me from uploading videos so that parents, friends, and family can know what's going on in room 15. So starting off with reading, we're getting really good at comparing and contrasting, especially when we're talking about a single event from a single point of view. This week, we're really going to deepen that understanding of that point of view because we're going to begin our Cinderella unit, which is a story, which is where we take a bunch of different stories from a bunch of different cultures that are all basically Cinderella stories and compare and contrast those similarities and differences. In writing, we are continuing to write our mission report. All of the mission report will be written in class, unless students decide to not be responsible with their time, at which point they can finish that work at home. The more information will be coming home about the mission project this upcoming Tuesday. This week was kind of bizarre. We had Monday off. I had a sub on Wednesday. I went to a training, won free registration to a conference for the training, so I'm going to be even better after that. I'm so excited. And so in writing, we're going to continue that. We're also going to continue moving through the writing process, although next week I'm really going to start building in practice with Lexia. I looked at our reading scores, and they do not reflect students who have been working as hard as they should on this reading stuff. So we will be working on Lexia first thing in the morning. I'll also be grading homework daily. It's still due that Monday. And if, like, say a kid has baseball practice or basketball practice, and so they can't get to it for that day, they will get a low grade for that day. However, all of those will be corrected when they turn in the completed... Ione! Sorry, my dog was trying to get under the blanket and literally just pulled me over with the weight of her ridiculousness. Ione, can I please finish? Do you mind? Do you mind? So with writing, that's what we're going to continue on. In math, I'm going to start with something called short division, which is very much like long division, except that the number on the outside, the divisor is like a 2, and then the dividend is like a 12, right? So we have to use that. So the steps of division, I'm so sick, you can totally tell I'm all muddled. The steps for division are divide, which means you ask yourself how many times does the divisor go into the dividend. Then the second thing you do is you multiply the dividend by how many times you think it goes in. No, multiply the divisor by how many times you think it goes into the dividend. And then you have your partial quotient. Then you have to multiply those, subtract, and then bring down. I'm sure that was super muddled, but it'll be clearer later on, my friends. Then in social studies, we are finishing, or in science, we're finishing up the 4 regions of California. And then we will be solely paying attention to scholastic news. Students are going to have their own online stuff. They'll be able to access the materials from any computer, and it'll actually read to them, which will help us understand what we're reading a little bit better. And then in social studies, we're continuing with those mission projects. Please remember that the representation of the student's mission can be either physical or digital, and it is worth only 20% of your grade. I have paid attention to grades and passed them out. Students should know where they are right now. Unfortunately, without those AR points, a lot of my principal listers are it's going to drop so low they may not even get on a roll. I mean, it's real. I've been trying to tell them, so maybe you can help out. All right, dogs are barking. I'm a sniffling. Reading, writing. I think we did everything. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You know how. If you don't, leave a comment down below. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other and yourselves.